Whoa, I look horrible. Hang on. I need to remedy this somehow. I feel like I really relate to Brittany Broski when she makes those like random lives or videos at like in like her worst fucking look of the day. I get it. I do it too. We're here. But I saw Hadestown and I really wanted to talk about it. But I have to Google. I have to Google the songs so I can give you a rundown. Oh my god, I should have brought my Hadestown merch in. It's in the other room. It's in the other room. I'll get it later. We don't have to talk about this. Oh, I also want to talk about a movie. Let me check my Letterboxd. Okay. I have been using my Letterboxd a lot. I don't know. I got bored recently and I was like, I'm gonna start using this more. So I've been using it more. And honestly, I'm really enjoying myself. I love movies. I love talking about movies. I love reading reviews about movies. I love ranking movies. I love giving opinions about movies. And Letterboxd lets me do all those things. I wish I had more friends that were like, I'm thankful enough that I have like enough movie buff friends in life to like chat about movies with. But sometimes it's not enough, and I want to do it online with people more. And my best friend is really good at watching movies, so I can talk with her about it. But I always want more. You know, you just want to talk about it when you want to talk about it. Anyways, I'm always thinking about it. Your rating highest? Oh, the films when added newest first. That's how I need to categorize. That's how I need. Oh, Drop Dead Gorgeous. I saw Drop Dead Gorgeous with motherfucking Kirsten Dunst, and it was the best movie I'd ever seen. It is her, Denise Richards, Ellen Barkin, Kirstie Alley, and Allison Janney. Oh, Brittany Murphy's in it. Amy Adams is in it. What a fucking insane cast. I cannot believe all those people are in the same movie. So all these people are in the same movie. It's called Drop Dead Gorgeous, and it's a 1999 like cult camp classic apparently. Holy shit, so good. I saw the light when I saw this movie. It's like genuinely one of the funniest movies I've ever seen. Just oh man, it just it goes so overboard. There's a part where like okay, so it's about this small town hosting a beauty pageant, and this documentary crew was like I guess purchased to do a documentary about the town and this pageant. And this pageant's really weird because like all the girls start getting injured and or dying because you know someone really wants to win, and it's just it's so stupid. It's so much fun. I feel like this movie was way ahead of its time. I feel like people didn't get it when it came out. Definitely, that's why it's a cult and camp classic. Like that's what those are. That's what that means. They didn't get it at the time. It's pretty wild that this is Amy Adams' first movie. It was like hard to find because I tried really hard to honestly even rent anywhere on the internet, and it was really hard. So I joined my friends on the Thousand Sunny and we went on an adventure because I don't want to say the word I'm thinking out loud. So I did that. And cool. I watched Dr. Gorgeous. It was so good. Oh my God. You have to watch it. Okay. Hadestown. Rundown. Let's go. First of all, this was by far and away the best musical production I've ever seen. Holy shit. Just so good. Just so good. Wait, I need to see because I think there was something like I think the touring company had like an extra song. Cuz Road to Hell, there was a song before Road to Hell. There was like an intro song. Hermes came out and did like an intro number. I have to Google this. Touring new number. Way down, Hadestown, way down. Way down, hit it. Okay, I can't find it. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. I've never seen the Broadway one, so I'm going off what I got. Anyways, it was a fantastic show. I've been really into this musical since it came out. And there's only and because like the story's so good, and we'll get into it as I deep dive into Hadestown. But the story's so good. I love everything about it. I really, really, really wanted to see it. It's finally touring. Oh my god. It like met my expectations and beyond. It was perfect. Starts with Road to Hell because it's the tale of Orpheus and Eurydice. So it's Orpheus. Well, he's like a songbird. Eurydice, she's some girl. I forgot what her deal was in the Greek myth. They give her a lot. They give her a deal in this one. But like in the Greek myth, I literally think she's like just some girl. So they fall in love. She like dies on their wedding day. Like she's like walking down the aisle, gets bit by a snake or something crazy, dies. He's like, fuck. So he goes to Hades to bring her back, and it's like the first person to go to Hades and bring someone back, even though there's quite a few there's quite a few Greek myths that predate that one that have someone going back to Hades and brings it's you know what? Okay, anyways. So he's like, I'm gonna bring her back, and Hades is like, I think not. And he's like, but pretty please. So Hades is like, okay, fine. You can take her back, but you have to walk up, but she has to walk behind you on the way up. You may not hear her at all, so you won't know if she's falling behind you. You just have to trust me. And you can't turn around until you're both back in the world of the living. So that cool, fine. They get to the top. He makes it out. She's literally like a step behind, but she's still in Hades, technically. And he turns around and boom, dead again. Okay, so it's not a happy story, and that's fine. That's what Hadestown is. Hadestown makes it okay for you to experience a happy story or an unhappy story because it ends sadly, but it's very poignant, and there's so many good highs in it that I still think like even if it's not the most like peppy pippy poppy movie, it's still like a fun time, because the songs are fun because you got Road to Hell. Road to Hell's real great. It's just Hermes like, hey, we're about to tell a really sad story, but we're gonna have a good time anyways. Here's the cast. So, does a rundown of who each character is, because it's a very small cast. It's Hermes, Hades, Persephone, Orpheus, Eurydice. There's like 5 or 6 company members, and then the Fates. It's really, really small. And then the touring cast version. I don't know if this is in the I don't know if this is in the New York Broadway version or not, but in the touring cast version at least, it was really cool because they had the orchestra on stage. There were 4 orchestra members and they were on stage. So I guess they were characters too. But even still, very, very small cast. Anyway, sorry, my sister sent me a mysterious message. I asked her a mysterious question and I got a mysterious answer back. That'll be fun for later. Oh well. Anyways, we get Road to Hell, and then it's like, okay, real story is about to start. We start with Eurydice. She is sad, hungry, depressed, like starving, poor, all that stuff. It's not good for her right now. And she's like, I'm tired. It's a song called Any Way the Wind Blows. And she's like, I'm just going to go any way the wind blows because at this point, I don't know what the fuck's going on. I just kind of want it to end. And the Fates are there and they're like, hey, girl, don't you ever want to lie down when it's tough? Because the Fates, listen, if they're whispering in your ear, you're dead soon. You're dead soon. They're basically saying, have you ever thought about killing yourself? So, trigger warning for suicide, I guess. Anyway, she's like, anyway, the wind blows. I love that melody. Wind comes up. Ooh. Yeah. Great musical. So she's like all sad. And then Orpheus sees her and he's like, damn, I'm going to marry her. And Hermes is like, yeah, I guess you can go flirt with her, but don't come on too strong. And he goes, hi, I'm Orpheus, the man who's going to marry you. And she's like, girl, get away from me. But he woos her with his la la la's because his whole thing is like, I'm Orpheus and I'm gonna write the greatest song in the world, the song that heals the world. Spring is forever, like that vibe. Like he's just a soft boy trying to make his art. It's really, really cute. And she's like, damn the soft boy. And she's like, all right, yeah, great. They get married. Things are kind of okay for a little while. They're happily in love. She really, really does like it's Greek love, so you know that like this is true love, like truly. So they're like madly in love with each other. And then we get some fun. We get little living it up on tap, which is just Persephone coming in drunk and like singing a song about being drunk. Like it's so good. We stan. Love Persephone. She's my favorite character in the show. Well, she's the most fun. Honestly, Orpheus might be Orpheus might be my favorite character. And my favorite character is never the man. I don't know. He's a good soft boy. My heart melts for him, Uh anyways, then we get Way Down skipping a couple songs. But then we get Way Down Hadestown, which is like definitely the biggest like banger of the show. It's definitely the most fun song. I think it's a song that if you want to introduce someone to Hadestown, like you show them Way Down Hadestown or you show them Wait for Me. But I would show them Way Down Hadestown because we'll get to Wait for Me. Anyways, fantastic number. Like if you're gonna pick one song off of this, if you haven't listened to Hadestown, that's the song. Way Down Hadestown is the exact vibe of what Hadestown is as a musical. It's perfect. So we're having fun. We're partying with Persephone, and then the train comes because it's like a steampunk kind of a thing, and like the train comes, and Persephone's like, "You're early," and he's like, "Come on." But he's like, because she's just like a drunk, and she's drunk. She's having fun. She's a party girl. Okay, I love Persephone. Anyways, he's just like he's literally like he's like stiff and stoic, and he has a really deep voice. And he's like, "Come with me," and she's like, "Blah." Anyways, so then we get like a gathering storm. Eurydice's kind of like, I don't know. I really love this man, but I'm still hungry. Like I found love, but like we don't have anything else. I have nothing to eat. He's still writing this song. We have no money. We're poor. We can't go anywhere. We can't do anything. She's just tired. So then Hades pops up. Hades pops up and he's like, "Hey girl, what if you come joined me? I got a lot of wealth. I got a lot of wealth. Come join me. I can give you a job. I don't know. It'd be fun." And she's like, "Sure, cool." And so she basically, she has like one song contemplating it. And then the next song, she's like, "I'm going to do it." So then she, dies. She gives Hades the little coin or whatever to get on the train to hell. She gets on that train. So she is in Hades. And that's sad. And then Orpheus is like, "No." So he starts climbing his way down to Hades and he is singing his song. He's singing "Wait for Me." When I listened to this song, like when I was listening to this the first few years that it was out before I saw it live, I didn't love this song. My favorite song on this in this musical is actually the "Wait for Me" reprise in the second act. So I'll get to it when I get to it. But that was my favorite song, and I didn't love the first "Wait for Me" as much. I thought it was a little underwhelming. Seeing it live, full body chills. It was riveting. So properly staged. Oh God, it was so good. Oh my God, it was so good. So yeah, "Wait for Me" live, like that there's this part where like, the fog rolls in and he like sticks out his hand because he's got the flower. Oh, by the way, the flower that you see in like the album cover and stuff is because when he sings the melody to his like great magnum opus song that saves the world, like a flower pops out. It's like literally the flower of love and like goodness and everything good in the world is like this fucking red flower. Okay. So he has this red flower of love and power and happiness. And he's like, wait for me. And then like the fog's rolling in, the stage lights hitting him, and then like everything's black except for these big swinging like overhead lanterns that are like swinging. Loved Haiti, loved Wait for Me. And then you get to like the kind of sad first act finale song, and it is Why We Build the Wall. It's very chilling that this album was written. So Hadestown started as a concept album, and shoot, in like 2006, and this didn't come on Broadway till 2019. So yeah, oh, that's crazy. Yeah, and then so it came out in 2019 on Broadway, and yeah, and Why We Build the Wall is literally just like Trump the song. He's singing a song about he's like, I'm Hades. I have all this wealth, so much. Just I don't know what to do with it. And he's like, I'm just gonna like build a giant iron wall to so just keep poor people out. And so he has like essentially just slaves. You know, it's he's like God the underworld. I don't think he's paying them, and they're just working in his like, building that wall. So it's Why We Build the Wall, and it's like Hades singing, why do we build the wall? We build the wall to keep us free, free from poor people. It's like crazy. It's such a chilling, but really, really, really good song. It's one of the best songs in this for sure. It's a fantastic villain song. It's we haven't had a good. I feel like we haven't had a good villain song in a while, but this was the one. All right, intermission. So after intermission, I was floored. I was like, stars were in my eyes. The moon was bright. Oh my God, wonderful. So then I'm super excited. We go back for Act 2, and the Act 2 opener is the Persephone solo, where she's just Our Lady of the Underground. And again, it's just Penelope's just like drunk in the underground now. She's like, I can get turned here too. It's not great. I have a reason to drink, but, you know. And then, yeah, essentially just like Orpheus breaks in. He gets there and he's like, Eurydice, things can be good. La, 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 la. And she's like, my depression, it's gone. And she goes with him. And then the other workers, who, by the way, are also like blind, they just like literally go blind because they work in the dark all the time. They're like, oh, maybe you can take us with you. And he's like, yeah. He's like, he like wants to. He doesn't give a shit. He's fun, happy, soft boy. He's wonderful. He's gonna take him with him. And then they're like, Hades, let us go. And he's like, no. And then people are like, Hades, let him go. And Hades is like, fine. Here's what is it? Hades is like, all right, fine, I'll let you go. He's like, well, give me the song you're writing. If this song moves me, I'll let you go. If the song moves me, I'll let you go. And it's established in like the first or second song that like the song he's singing is literally the tale of Hades and Persephone. Like that's the story that the song is telling. So we know that from the beginning. So then he starts singing the song. He starts singing the tale of Orpheus and or tale of Hades and Persephone. And he's like, hey. Sorry, I just got another text. Anyways, people. Okay. Yeah, and he starts singing just like, and it's, him and Persephone. She's like, you're literally like poisoning the earth. You're doing all the bad things to like my earth and my people. And like, Because hey, Persephone is the goddess of spring. You're like, you're destroying the earth. My mother, the goddess of harvest, is like weeping. You won't even like you're not the same person that I married. Because like, okay, so the original Hades and Persephone myth, he just like literally steals her. He kidnaps her. And the Hadestown version, they fall in love. Like she willingly goes with him. They like actually fell in love. So this is just like them in like a loveless marriage essentially. But like they both still love each other, but she's like, "You're doing this awful thing." And he's like, "But I'm doing it for you." And she's like, "No, you're not. Fuck you." Um so then he kind of realizes that maybe he is not doing good. And he's like, "All right, fine. I will let you go." But, gives them the ultimatum of like, "Don't look back." And when he gives them that ultimatum, you know, he's like, "I mean, this ultimatum because I know because you have to be careful of doubt if doubt comes in." Basically meaning like you have to this his instructions require you to believe him, you know, because Hades is just like some random god that's been lying this whole time. He could literally go be like, "Okay, Orpheus, you can't hear her, see her, look at her, but she's definitely behind you." And like could never be behind him. Like he's a god. He's a god. Um and Orpheus is like, "Do you trust the gods?" And in Greek mythology, you don't trust the gods. So Orpheus is like this very trusting boy. And so we're off. And then we get Wait For Me Reprise. The best fucking song. I loved it. Holy shit. I didn't love it in the LA version as much. For reasons I don't want to state, because I don't think it'd be constructive, helpful, or nice. So yeah, I'm opting out of that one. I just didn't like it as much. But it was still really good. It's still a really, really great song. I love Eurydice's part. It's my favorite part. So good. And then, so they're walking back, they're going back up, and then here comes the song, doubt comes in, and of course at the end, Orpheus this whole time was like this naive young boy, and everyone was telling him like, "Don't trust the gods, like don't be so naive." And then finally, he is tasked with trusting a god. And at the end of the day, everything he learns is coming in, and he's saying, "I shouldn't trust." It's like last second, I shouldn't necessarily trust the gods. Turns around, boom, there she is. Um, so she's trapped in Hades forever. The way they did it in the live show was pretty cool. And I know it's different from the Broadway version, because I think the Broadway version she like, sinks down. They do that thing, and this one she gets like swallowed up by this cage that opens that's been on stage. You look up the set. So then, damn, she did. Let me get Road to Hell. The reprise, just like it's a sad song. We sang a sad song. Ma. You know, why do we sing sad songs? Because we hope they'll change. Because you hope the next time you hear it, the ending will be different, Um, and seriously, yeah, when I was watching this, like I was so wrapped up in it. And I knew that he was gonna turn around. But when you're like after like the show is so good that still when doubt comes in, the song starts happening, you're like, "Oh, please don't turn around, dude. Dude, for the love of God, don't fucking turn around." And of course he turns around. So you're like, it's a sad song. And then I Raise My Cup. Is that included in the original cast recording? Why? Huh. Apparently Raise My Cup is like not in the original cast recording. Anyways, they do Raise My Cup, which Persephone sings, and she's like, "That was sad, right? I'm gonna raise my cup to you and the storytellers and happiness and good." So it's like kinda like that was kind of sad, but we could get something good from here, right? That's what we got. And that, ladies and gentlemen, was Hadestown. Um, thank you for coming to my talk. I think I'm gonna go watch Glee. Glee, because I've been on a Glee kick. Because every so often I just get on a Glee kick. I honestly think it's one of my favorite shows of all time, probably. I know too much about it. I've never fully seen. I've never seen like um I've never seen seasons 5 and 6 in the full 'cause it's, like, too bad. It's, like, too bad for me to sit through. Like, I've seen the finale, and I think that's, like, all that I've seen from season 6 besides, like, a clip or 2. So, that's what we're going with. Um, yeah. I'm gonna go watch Glee. Goodbye.